So we're here with Trenell. Trenell has been helping as a volunteer through the whole hurricane, helping to feed people, helping with safety, helping with updates. Tell them what you do, Trenell.
I am a police dispatcher and an EMS dispatcher.
All right. So you could not evacuate during the hurricane.
I could not
And why was that?
because I am an essential employee and we have to stay and make sure we're here and ready and we show up.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about 911 during the hurricane and after.
So during the hurricane, the phone lines went down.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, there was no way for the community to contact us for emergencies. After the hurricane, the phone lines were static. They would go down, they would come up. Our system that we use on the computers would go down, come up. Our radio systems was going down, then coming up. So it was a lot of work.
Okay. So for a regular person, in the middle of the hurricane, they call 911. What would happen?
They will be on hold until the phone lines come up. And if you had an emergency or anything like that, you will have to wait.
What about in the day or two after? If you had an emergency you wanted to go?
So a day or two after, it was better, but it definitely wasn't functioning 100% like we're used to. And we were backed up on calls. Some calls were 2 days holding,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was tough for the average person. If you needed, police, fire, EMS, there's a chance that you were going to have to wait maybe a day or two to get that help.
Okay, so what type of things were they answering right away, and what type of things were they not answering? What type of things, if you had a problem, might take you a day or two to get help?
So on the EMS side, yeah, if you hurt your leg or if you're feeling kind of sick, but nothing too serious, those will hold. Usually before Ida, we'll get to you as soon as possible, but they would hold for a very long time. On the police side, if you had a theft, like somebody broke into your car or something like that, then your call could be holding for 2 days before you even get the help you needed.
And what if somebody came in my yard and took my generator?
That will also be holding, especially we had a lot of people trying to steal generators. That would take some time, especially if it's not like a life-threatening situation. Those are going to be on hold.
Okay, so some of the strange things I heard about, and so I guess you could confirm or deny what kind of calls y'all got. People getting robbed in line for gas.
Yes, we not us, but the city over. I don't know if you heard the story, but in Metairie,
Mm-hmm.
someone was shot waiting for gas, and they were looking for the person, and that becomes a serious issue where, gas is essential product, and you have a long line, if you can imagine, like cars piled up blocks away, and everybody's waiting for gas, but for somebody to, I don't know, be in a rush, pull out their gun, shoot somebody else, it was dangerous at the moment.
So what kind of calls were y'all getting that you kind of only got during and after the hurricane, or that were directly related to the hurricane, I guess would be better?
So the stranger calls we got that we weren't really getting too much before is looters. We had a lot of looters, especially at the Walgreens, the Walmarts. We even had somebody looting a hair store, and those calls became more of a higher priority because that involved multiple people where it can escalate further than it needed to be. So we had a lot of we're still dealing with looters.
So I guess to wrap it up, is there any message that you would like to give? Is there anything that you learned from the storm? Anything that you think could be a takeaway for people from the emergency that we just went through?
Yes, the citizens, if you can, evacuate. Like, I say evacuate, don't worry about what's going on here, because staying here was hard. And if you can't evacuate, prepare yourself, make sure you have your water, If you could get a generator, get a generator. You know, make sure you're able to protect your home and your family. You know, make sure you have enough food, medicine. You know, because if the emergency services can't respond to you, you need to be able to help yourself until somebody can get to you.
Thank you so much, and thank you for helping the community like you've been doing since the hurricane and before as a 911 dispatcher.
No problem.